They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So then you said that they put millions of my access. Yes, you said. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles are making it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that when I'm in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. There was design five for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Yeah. Cold shit.
I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room and pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man. I get a word, he ain't shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's with the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options, used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I I see niggas and they feelings all feeling. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with it. Me at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one west, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snake, fuck the gospel. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, trying to curse the imposter. Shit get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Shit that hate, make it to the featherweight. Niggas say they hard, but they sweeter than a dedication. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a step and a rope. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Try to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold leader, need the blue stripes, no brick baby. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gun shy. Fuck that little bitch, you a hook. Nigga swear ain't he to go bring it to the bush. Yeah, bush. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in they feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? I'm one west, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, you get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one west, these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Never. Ski mask transform to war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim he riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die. Skyscraper to a nosedive, 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas and they feelings all feeling. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with it. Be at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one west, go to war with everybody.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Put a one in the chat if you're able to hear me. If I sound pretty choppy, just let me know in the comments or put a 2. All right, so we are the ICPK, start at 1 West on 25th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. Tonight is Wednesday night's law class, taught by Preaching Officer 50 Kabashwan. So the title of the class is "Do You Follow the Law?" And that's the question. The reason why I set it up like that because like when you see this, it's gonna click in your head. Do I follow the law? Now we're gonna read these laws, and you're gonna find out for yourself if you follow the law or not. Now, once you learn that you're not following the law, if you are out there, you're not following the law, it will behoove you to actually take part in following the Lord's law. You get what I'm saying? Because that is something that you need to do. Because if you cannot follow the Lord's law, you cannot fix your mouth to say that you love him. You cannot fix your mouth to say that you love Christ. You can't fix your mouth to say you love anything, really. You can't love yourself if you don't love the law, or if you don't follow the law. It's not possible. It's not humanly possible. You get what I'm saying? Most High in Christ, I got you checking in, young man Marshall. This well, I got you checking in. Sister Kadasha, I got you checking in, young man Dennis. I got all y'all checking in. Most High in Christ. So, we're going to start from the beginning. Like, I ain't going to say the beginning, but let's just start with, like, basic everyday life. What is something that we all do to nourish ourselves? Go ahead.
Eat.
Exactly, eat. I'm glad you said that. So, for that, we're going to start right there. We're going to go to eating, like, what we do to nourish ourselves, you know what I'm saying, the dietary laws. That's what we want to start at, because that's something we do in our everyday life. We're going to start real simple, then we're going to work our way up, right? So let's go to Leviticus, the 11th chapter. You know what I'm saying? And then once you get there, make sure you start at chapter 1, but do not read until you put Leviticus, the 11th chapter, inside of your notes. You get what I'm saying? And if you're online, you have a sword with you, or you have a way to take notes, write down Leviticus chapter 11, because we got a lot of people, like even ourselves, before we came in this truth. To those of you in the truth, y'all know what I'm talking about. And we all been those same people. I love God, I love Jesus, and we was doing something crazy like, you know what I'm saying, eating ham hocks. Eating chitlins. I mean, I ain't eating chitlins, not even in the world, but eating chitlins. You get what I'm saying? You eating pork bacon. You eating. It's people out here eating crocodile and alligator. You get what I'm saying? And we thinking this stuff cool. Like people eating roadkill. You eating food that just got hit by some random car. You know what I'm saying? But we all thinking this stuff is okay. But we all used to say the same thing. We all had one thing in common. Even though we all doing this, we all saying that we love God. And then when you come in this truth or you tune into this class, like whether you be here physically or you be here online, and you hear this class, you're gonna be like, dang, what was I ever doing? You get what I'm saying? But this right here should be able to arm you with the tools you need to be able to start following God's law, even all the way down to just doing something as simple as eating. You get what I'm saying? You got it for me? All right, go ahead.
What
It started one.
was in Leviticus chapter 11, verse 1.
Make sure you read loud where everybody can hear you.
And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth.
Go ahead.
Verse 3, whatsoever parteth the hoof
Yep.
and is cloven footed and cheweth the cud.
All right, so let's stop right there. It said whatever is, cloven foot and chew up the hood, right? Or chew up the cud, so like, okay, if it's hooved, it's cloven footed and chew up the cud, like you know what that is when they chew the cud, right? All right, what is that? Give me an example. A cow, right? Okay, so what does a cow do? They just answer just a cow?
Cows eat grass.
Cows eat grass and then they what?
Okay.
Yeah, they spit it back up, right? Before they eat it. Right, that would be something that chew up the cud, right? Keep going.
Choose the cud among the beasts that shall eat ye. Verse 4. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof.
Right. So there's things you can eat, but there's also things you can't eat. Because it might be things that might be cloven footed. It might be things that may chew up a cud, but the Lord deemed these same beasts or same pieces of what people would consider food today as unclean. Keep going.
But divideth not the hoof. He is unclean unto you.
And so you hear that? If it does not divide the hoof, you know what I'm saying? Like a good example of that would be like, for example, you got a pig. You get what I'm saying? You got a pig. You got obviously you got like I said, alligators. You know what I'm saying? Crocodiles. Just go ahead. Like I'm just throwing out a little example. Keep going.
Verse 5. And the coney.
And the coney. You know what? Hold on, Slacky. If I could, just hold that right there. Say in the coney, right? You know what a coney is, right? All right. Think of like a muscular bunny rabbit. Like it's like real big, like bigger ears, like it's taller. That's what a coney would be. You get what I'm saying? Now, it's important that you know that, you know what I'm saying? Because like it's basically telling you whether it be like just a coney, a simple coney, or even something smaller, it's still like they all in the same family. In other words, rabbit meat is unlawful. So those people that are out there, like you even got devils that claim that they love God more than us for whatever reason. I don't know why, but these be the same ones eating dead rabbits off the streets, off the roads and stuff, off the highways, roadkill. You get what I'm saying? But it says you can't even eat that. You know what I'm saying? So don't even let nobody tricking doing it. Like we got some country brothers and sisters out there in the country that do the same thing. And they say and they claim they love God, but they don't even know that themselves. We don't know that you can't eat rabbits. I mean, like naturally, I mean, like we all naturally just wouldn't, because it just wouldn't sit while you just eating a rabbit. But keep going.
Because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof.
Yeah, even though he cheweth the cud, and what he said,
he is unclean unto you.
Even though he cheweth the cud, even though he divided the hood, he is unclean unto you. Keep going.
Verse 6. And the hare, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof.
Yeah, now hair, we already know what a hair is, right? So I just said the same thing about the coney. Even though you see, it's a similarity there, but like you can't get away with it. You get what I'm saying? Keep going.
He is unclean unto you. Verse 7. And the swine, though he is divided the hoof,
right,
and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean unto you.
Okay, it said, what about, and then what animal is this talking about? Repeat that verse right there from the top. I want to make sure everybody get this part.
And the swine.
The who?
And the swine.
It say beef.
And the swine.
It say red snapper.
And the swine.
It says in the swine, right?
Sure.
Now, what is swine according to definitions? I'm asking the question. It ain't rhetorical. Exactly, a pig. And if you look up the definition on your iPhone or on Google, if you look up swine, it's literally going to say a pig. Now, for some reason, our people get this part confused every single time. It's always a constant battle as to, well, you can eat pork because the laws are done away with, right? They always say that. Don't do they not? When it comes like when we say something about pork, like yeah, like then they try to hit you with this. Yeah, what goes in the mouth or what comes out don't defile whatever. No, that's utilized as well. You get what I'm saying? They try to say whatever they can. Now you gotta really think. Just sit right there and just erase everything. If you was to go clean out God's law alone, and it says don't do nothing as simple as eat swine, and then you realize we got beef, we got steak, we got eggs, we got chicken. You know what I'm saying? Which of course is, you know what I'm saying, ain't never eggs. So let me drop that down to 3, right? All right, so we got beef, steak, chicken. We got fish that is lawful. You know what I'm saying? We got different forms of meat, and we could do all type of things amongst like with that meat alone. We could do all type of things. Like think about it. You ain't never just gonna be eating fried chicken for the rest of your life, baked chicken for the rest of your life. They got chicken tacos, man. You know what I'm saying? They got Philly steak and cheese. You know what I'm saying? They got all type of stuff like that. Like we could mix it up. So it ain't like, oh, like even though you can't eat pork, it's just the end of the world. But for some reason, to our people in the world, if you tell them they can't eat pork, they think that a nuke already hit them. They thought World War III already done passed. You know what I'm saying? They start thinking this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And then they came up with this, like they got this pork addiction so bad, they'll go as far as to say that the law is done away with. So if you could, it's a little tab on that sword right there. Use that tab and lock that in. That way you can turn right back to that page. That's the reason why I'm telling you to do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I want you to and once you do that, turn to Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17. Anytime you call yourself believing in even the slightest bit of that stupid lie, talk about the law, the Old Testament done away with. In other words, like as long as it's in the Old Testament, we ain't gotta worry about it. We can do it because they're done away with. You know what I'm saying? Now, and this is why they also say, they said Christ got unalived and then he came back. They said once he got unalived, those old laws in the Old Testament was done away with. They really would tell you this. Right? Now, once you're done with your notes, I want you to tell me what color are those words that you're about to read.
Concert. These words are red.
They written in what?
They red.
Blue,
Red.
black, red, right? And if it's red words in the Bible, that means who is speaking.
Most High Christ.
Exactly. No, not the Most High, not the Most High Christ, because Christ and the Most High are two different people now. You get what I'm saying? So you would say just Christ. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing that we got to make sure everybody remember. Christ was a man. With the second anybody like gets it fixed in their head that Christ wasn't a man, they start to believe that there's no such thing as being perfect. That means that they're gonna have all the excuse in the world to just sin here and there, fall short of glory, and then do that. What's that last minute thing people do? Like on their deathbed, they try to hurry up and make things right with God. What's that called? Nah. It's
Salvation.
deathbed salvation. They try to pull a deathbed salvation. Yeah, the Father. They try to pull a deathbed salvation move. You know what I'm saying? That like that, and part of that reason why they do that is because they got to fix in their head that Christ is not a man, even though the scripture tell you he was a man. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you just keep it just strictly divided. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get deviate off the topic now. We already get that the words that you're finna read are in red. We understand that those were Christ's words, and we understand why I'm pulling out the scripture, and that's because the swine, the rabbit meat, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? The stuff you're not supposed to eat, they tell you these Christians, the Christian church tell you that it's okay for you to eat it because the law is done away with, because Christ passed away and the old law is done away with. But we understand that this is Christ saying these very words that he's about to read. So go ahead and read it.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 17.
Go ahead.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
Wait, it said what?
Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
It says, think not that I am come to destroy the law. This is what Christ said out of his own mouth. So when they tell you that the laws are done away with, what is done away with? What is the phrase "done away with" mean? It means destroy. It means you done did away with it. And then Christ said, what?
Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
It says, think not that I am come to destroy the law. Think not that I have done away with the law with my past. You get what I'm saying? Think not that I did it. Don't ever put that in your head. This is Christ telling you out of his own mouth. Do not think that it is okay for you to eat swine. The juicy double stacked bacon burger that you be getting out the Wendy's, you know what I'm saying, and all these other places. Don't think not that this stuff is okay. You know what I'm saying? Think not that it is okay for you to just stuff your mouth with alligator meat. You know what I'm saying? Think not at that. You know what I'm saying? You want to get into the mindset of, before anybody tell you anything, well, what did Christ say? You know what I'm saying? Anytime somebody tell you some stuff that you try to tell you something different than what you have read in the Old Testament, bring the scripture out. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Or the prophets.
Or the prophets. Think not that I can do away with the law or the prophets, right?
I am not come to destroy.
I ain't come to destroy,
but to fulfill.
But to fulfill. It said, but to fulfill. Now, we all understand what the overall conclusion is, or what the overall reaction is if you just sin, right? In a lot of cases, when you read in the Bible, it says if you do this, you die. You do this, you're out of here. You do this, there will be a harsh judgment coming to you. And it says Christ is coming to fulfill that. So the same people who claims that they love God, they love Christ, but then they don't follow the law, and they go back and lie, and then this will make it worse. They lie on Christ's death. They said Christ got unalive for them to do these things. And then Christ, out of his own mouth, said that he's going to come to fulfill this. So imagine the type of guilt to feel. Imagine how hard it'll hit you when you actually hear this class. You still continue to eat pork, and then Christ comes back and he literally stands over you, looking at you, chow down on the pulled pork sandwich. Just think about it. Do you know how bad that feeling gonna hit? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna use the bathroom on themselves. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna defecate on themselves. That's what's gonna happen. And then they're gonna do their deathbed salvation in his face, even though they're not on their deathbed. But they know that it's finna be some form of death that's finna happen right here. Because I'm doing this, and I just sat right there and told all these people that this man that said that none of this stuff was done away with. I sat right there and said that it is done away with, and I said that this was only made okay because he done passed away. You get what I'm saying? All right, now go ahead and turn back to you know what I'm saying, the previous the previous verse. You know what I'm saying? What you was holding? Who's that? Oh, most high in Christ. I got you checking in. You know what I'm saying? We got an Amanah in the class. You know what I'm saying?
So this is Leviticus chapter 11, verse 8.
Go ahead.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat,
Of their flesh shall you not eat.
and their carcass shall ye not touch.
And you can't even touch it. If like when it says that, like if you see a dead pig, you are not to touch or let's go around it because it's already an unclean animal. But like just even touching the carcass, you're gonna make yourself unclean for like 7 days. You're gonna be a physical and spiritual unclean. You understand when like animals pass away, they give off like this it's like a natural toxin that they give off when they pass, when they realize, oh, I'm out of here, I'm done. They're like it just fumes up. And if you breathe it in, it can make you terribly sick. In a lot of cases you can pass it on to somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's very important that you just don't even, you know what I'm saying, like just touch it at all, especially being that it's an unclean animal. You know what I'm saying? We keep going.
They are unclean to you.
They're unclean to who?
They are unclean to you.
And then who was he speaking to in the second verse? No, in the second verse. Go back to the second verse.
Second. So this is verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel.
Of Israel. So that means these, like everything they were reading about, this only applies to Israel. When he says unto you, it like this is unclean unto you. It's unclean only unto the people of Israel. You get what I'm saying? In other words, there would be so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians, Haitians, Jamaicans, Trinidadians, you know what I'm saying, in Puerto Rico, so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying? It's unclean. So if you follow under any one of those nationalities, now I ain't gonna say nationality because we are one nation. If you follow into any one of those categories of people, being that we are the same people, you are the children of Israel, and everything that it just told us not to eat, and it would be unclean unto us, it applies to you. You get what I'm saying? Same way it applies to me, it applies to you. You get what I'm saying? Now drop back to where you was at and keep reading. So make sure you call the verse out so people can remember where you at.
Fine. This is verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Yeah, you hear that, right? So you like, because I ain't gonna lie, I gotta stop you right there, because like I done told my cousin, I said, you know we don't eat like shrimp, crab, and lobster, right? She said, so y'all just don't eat no fish? I ain't never said that. I just said we not eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause they like it just this thought like, dang, y'all just can't eat nothing, just steak, beef, chicken. You know what I'm saying? They just want to leave it at that, right? But no, you can it is a such thing as eating fish. You know what I'm saying? Being that you're following the Lord's law, being that you're even in this truth, like you know what I'm saying? Because we follow the Lord's law, so yeah, being that you're in the truth or you know this truth, you can't eat fish. Now there's examples of that. Like I said, you got red snapper, you got whitening fish. You know what I'm saying? Tuna fish don't count. I'm like nowadays, I'm like with a microscope, they found out they do got fins and scales. But like back then in those times, we didn't have the type of scientific tool that we had. So we didn't never eat tuna because we didn't know. Like to us, it just like to the naked eye, it looked like there was no fins, it like no scales, but there were fins, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Slovakia. So what about shark?
Ah, no, you ain't eating no shark. They got fins, but they ain't got no scales. Yeah. Plus, you wouldn't even want to eat something that eat a human being. You wouldn't want to do that. I'm like, pigs eat people. They do. They will if they see a unalive body in front of them, they will eat that unalive body. They will do that. You don't want to do that. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas
Mhm.
and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
Hmm. Now go ahead and start that from the top. I want to make sure. As a matter of fact, go to the previous verse, then read it back to where you was at. I want to make sure I can give you more context on these.
This is verse 9. These ye These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Right.
Verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters,
Mhm.
they shall be an abomination unto you.
Now you know what the abomination means, right? What is an abomination?
Something that's completely outcast.
Something that's completely okay. That's a good answer, but what does an abomination mean towards the Lord? Like the Lord consider this an abomination. What is the Lord saying about this thing that He just deemed abominable?
Something that we can't.
Mm-mm. Okay. I'm gonna tell you like this. Just simply put, an abomination to the Lord is something that the Lord hates. That's all it is. Just plain and simple. You get what I'm saying? So if it's something that the Lord hates, that's something that you should hate. That's why you see us go out. You're not gonna catch us at a seafood place or like at the Storm and Sea Crab or anything like that, because we hate the unlawful food that they serving in there. You get what I'm saying? Think about it. For example, why would you want to eat a shrimp if a shrimp does the exact same thing that a cockroach does on land? You're eating a sea roach. Why would I eat a crab if it has all these parasites that does not go away even after you cook it? It's still swarming around. You just can't see it, like, cause like the naked eye can't see it. You can take care of the ones you can see, but the smaller ones that you cannot see, and that's why like a lot of people don't even know that eating crab actually can shorten your lifespan. No different than shrimp. No different than, you know what I'm saying, like lobster. You know what I'm saying? Because lobster ain't nothing but just a mega roach, a mega sea roach. You know what I'm saying? And what is it something about them that they don't got that they all have in common that they don't got? I got tongue twisters to like.
Or fins.
They don't have scales, fins. Very observant. Now you got like a catfish. It got fins, but why we can't eat it? It's something that it ain't got.
Fins.
They don't have scales. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we could eat like, I mean, I don't know what person out there eating goldfish, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like, being that I believe they have scales in myself. We gotta be sure. So yeah, you can eat a goldfish. It's lawful to eat a goldfish. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather eat a goldfish than go around eating like shrimp, crab, and lobster. You get what I'm saying? You can't eat a squid. There's no such thing as eating squid. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's think about it. They don't have fins. They don't have scales. They don't really show any signs of just being like something that the Lord would deem healthy for us to eat. Plus, if you get stung by jellyfish, anyways, it's like one. It's gonna hurt being stung by anything, But then it like when they sting you, they let off a poison within your like where they sting at, it can open your pores up for a split second and poison will get right into your body. So why would you want to eat that? Yeah, go ahead.
What about an eel?
What about an eel? Unlawful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm like you like yeah, they might have scales. Well, some of them do. It's rare, but in a lot of cases they don't really have like fins. They just look like a sea snake. They can control their body. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So if you out there eating eel, try to be like all exotic and stuff like that, you exotically unlawful. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're doing. That's what you're being at that very moment. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 11. They shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh,
Hmm.
but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination. Verse 12. Whatsoever hath no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you.
And just reiterating, just like it's telling you twice. Like you heard the first time, you heard the second time. I ain't finna tell you no more. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 13. And these are they which ye shall have in abomination among the fowls.
Now these are the birds because like you remember I said we eat chicken. That's a bird, right? But there's also a set of birds you just simply can't eat. It's like a full on no go. And rich people, so-called rich people, eat these birds every day. Don't yeah. So we don't see what's going on in that area.
They shall not be eaten. They are an abomination.
There's some the Lord hates. Keep going.
The eagle,
The eagle,
the ossifrage,
the ostrich,
and the osprey.
and the osprey. You get what I'm saying? You don't know what the last two are, do you?
I know about the osprey. I don't know about an os. Is that an ostrich? Just
Ostrich. That's what it said, right? Ostrich.
ossifrage. Yeah.
Ostrich.
All right.
Okay. A bearded vulture is basically what it is. That would have been known as today. A bearded vulture. So that should tell you a lot of things. Vote like a bearded vulture or a vulture. Period. That's it's still unlawful. I'm like, you seen what a vulture does? Hey, we all seen it. We all seen them tearing up the roadkill on the roads. You wouldn't want to eat a bird that's gonna eat dead bodies. You know what I'm saying? That I'm like, of course, it's a form of sickness. And another thing I should have touched on, I don't know why I didn't touch on this first, but a lot of people don't even know you. Another, it's the Lord, Most High God cares about us so much when He told us not to eat swine, like telling the swine was unclean for us to eat, because you can look it up. Swine or pork mixed with intense levels of stress could trigger cancer cells. Like eating pork could speed up your cancer predicament. And if you just never show signs of catching cancer, you can be the healthiest person on earth. If you eat pork and you're stressing, you're gonna end up with cancer at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. I should have brought that out at first, but let's hear it now. But keep going.
Verse 14. And the vulture, and the kites after its kind,
Mm-hmm.
and every raven after his kind.
Yeah, like ravens, anything related to the raven, don't eat that either. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 16. And the owl, and the nighthawk.
Whoo! They say don't eat. They say don't eat what? You know what I'm saying?
And the owl, and the nighthawk,
And the nighthawk,
and the cacao.
the cacao, yes. You know what that is, right?
Well,
Yeah, all right. Let's see if we can find a modern day. Uh, yeah, Yeah, that's exactly what's put up on my screen too. Yeah, like it's like something related to a mockingbird. Yeah, go ahead.
And the hawk after his kind.
All right,
Verse 17.
keep going.
And the little owl, and the cormorant, and the great owl. Verse 18. And the swan, and the pelican, and the gier eagle. Verse 19. And the stork, and the heron after her kind, and the lapwing, and the bat.
Yeah, you hear that? You can't even eat bats. So that should tell you a lot about what's going on over there in Japan. You get what I'm saying? They just very like they could do that. They can survive off that. But when we're going over there and we shouldn't be over there anyway, because they could tell you that a bat is some chicken. They could tell you that. And you gonna wonder why you don't really live a longer time once you get back over here from that little trip. Try to be a passport bro. And sleep they women and eat their unlawful foods. And the only reason you're finna go through it because the Lord specifically said that you can't do it. You're not like everybody else around here. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to do the same thing I would do if I was like down there with y'all in flesh. You should have that mindset of what would God do? What would my daddy do? What would my daddy allow? And your daddy ain't gonna allow you to eat no bat, no swine, no osprey, no ostrich, no night owl, no who, no none of that, no roof, no meow meow, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 20. All fowls that creep, going upon all four, shall be an abomination unto you.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 21.
Now, what are some that creep on all four would look like? We're gonna find out right there at the brother read.
Yet these may ye eat of every flying, creeping thing that goeth upon all four, which have legs above their feet, to leap withal upon the earth.
Go ahead.
Verse 22. Even these of them ye may eat. The locust after his kind.
You could eat a locust. You know what a locust is, right? It's like basically a grasshopper that flies. You can it's lawful to eat it. Yeah, it ain't bad either. And then keep going.
And the beetle after his kind.
Mm-hmm.
And the grasshopper after his kind.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 23. But all other flying, creeping things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination unto you.
And that is something that should be that you hate because the Lord hates it. If the Lord liked it, we would be able to eat it. But that ain't the case. You get what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? If you want you to take, you can either take your notes down or you can just keep reading if you already got your notes ready.
24, verse 24. And for these ye shall be unclean. Whosoever toucheth the carcass of them shall be unclean until the evening.
All right, you'll be unclean to like that night.
So, verse 25. And whosoever beareth aught of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the even.
And it's so dirty, you will have to wash your clothes. You know what I'm saying? So that, like, tell you like this is a serious thing to deal with. Like, if you think that these scriptures ain't telling you no truth, and you go and do this stuff, and you find out, I want you to get back with me, but make sure you do it from a distance. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 26. The carcasses of every beast which divideth the hoof,
Mm-hmm.
and is not cloven footed,
All right.
nor cheweth the cud,
All right.
are unclean unto you.
That means any animal, like the pig, the hog, the warhog, the boar, anything, like just anything. You know what I'm saying? Like lions, tigers, if any of these things die, you go back and touch it, you get around it. you're beyond unclean. Like you real like dirt. You're a biohazard at that point. You're a walking biohazard, and you need to clean yourself before you go be a biohazard to your family, to your kids, to your brothers, to your sisters, to anybody. You know what I'm saying? And keep going.
Everyone that toucheth them shall be unclean.
All right.
Verse 27. And whatsoever goeth upon his paws among all manner of beasts that go on all fours, those are unclean unto you.
Right.
Whoso toucheth their carcass shall be unclean until the even. Verse 28. And he that beareth the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the even. They are unclean unto you. Verse 29.
Go ahead.
These also shall be unclean unto you among the creeping things that creep upon the earth, the weasel and the mouse and the tortoise after his kind. Verse 30. And the ferret and the chameleon and the lizard and the snail and the mole.
Right.
Verse 31. These are unclean to you among all that creep. Whosoever doth touch them when they be dead shall be unclean until the even. Verse 31. I'm sorry, 32. And upon whosoever, and upon whatsoever any of them, when they are dead, doth fail, it shall be unclean.
Right.
Whether it be any vessel of wood, or raiment, or skin, or sack.
So that means you can't even wear these items. You can't have a swine a war belt made out of pig. You can't have a nice looking jacket, a nice look. It could look like the best jacket in the store. If you end up finding out that it is a swine's flesh or it's made out of a boar or a snake or something like that, don't wear it. Don't touch it. It's an unclean thing to do. You get what I'm saying? And especially, and then if you get it and it becomes your favorite jacket, well, you just forever unclean, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Because we see it, we're gonna, hey, keep your distance, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or obviously you're not getting into school wearing pig leather or snake skin boots. You're not finna do that. It's not finna happen. You know what I'm saying? Because it's an unclean thing, you're gonna defile the school.
Whatsoever vessel it be, wherein any work is done,
Mm-hmm.
it must be put into water, and it shall be unclean until the even.
All right.
So it shall be cleansed.
Like you wear it, you gotta wash it. And at some point in time, it probably wouldn't be considered unclean, but that's just something you just shouldn't do in the first place. If you want to do something right, do it right the first time. You get what I'm saying? That's the best way to follow the law of the Lord. You get what I'm saying? But that it on that.
That verse.
You got one more verse, or you got two more verses?
In the chapter?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot left in the chapter.
All right, read one more verse. I want to see something. I want to make sure that's the verse I actually want.
Come on. Verse 33. And every earthen vessel, whereinto any of them falleth, whatsoever is in it shall be unclean.
And whatever is washed in should be unclean.
Whatsoever is in it shall be unclean.
Yeah, go ahead.
And ye shall break it.
You will have to break whatever it is you done wash the unclean thing in. It's just that bad. You got it. And when you break something, what you do with it? You throw it away, right? Yeah, just get rid of it. Here. Keep going.
Verse 34. Of all meat which may be eaten, that on which water cometh shall be unclean.
All right.
And all drink that may be drunk in every such vessel shall be unclean. Verse 35. And everything whereupon any part of their carcass falleth shall be unclean, whether it be oven or ranges for pots, they shall be broken down, for they are unclean,
Right.
and shall be unclean unto you. Verse 36.
Go ahead.
Nevertheless, a fountain or pit wherein there is plenty of water shall be clean, but that which toucheth their carcass shall be unclean. Verse 37. And if any part of their carcass fall upon any sowing seed which is to be sown,
All
it
right.
shall be clean.
And you can stop right there. So that right there just simply put, if you want to start following the Lord's law, if you want to know if you follow the Lord's law, well, if based off everything we done read today, you already know something as simple as eating. Already, if you follow the Lord's law, just off of eating alone, you know what to eat and what not to eat. So now, granted, if you didn't know these things, that can't be followed towards you. But now that you done heard this class, hey, Lord be with you if you tend to just go do it again. And when I say Lord be with you, I'm really saying in a very sarcastic manner. You get what I'm saying? Not like, come on now, Lord hate these things. So now that you know, if you go back and do it, you actively doing something that you know that the Lord hate. And we made sure we pulled out Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17. So we also know that Christ himself said that he never did away with the law. So if you want to use that excuse, you can, but you now there's a double whammy. You disrespecting Christ, disrespecting what Christ believed in, what he taught, you disrespected his death, and you disrespecting the Most High God. First and foremost, you're disrespecting his father, which is your father. You know what I'm saying? So the second you fix your mouth to eat that swine, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's a you problem now. It ain't nothing more we can do after that. You know what I'm saying? I know one thing everybody needs is true, but you ain't finna come up in here thinking you finna eat some pork. I'm telling you, I be watching. We could go out together. I'll be watching while you order. I, I literally look at it. I see you looking at that glass case. What you looking at? Yeah, yeah, because like it's our job to be on to each other about that. But like out there, if you just choose not to come here, you just actively want to do that. Well, you can't never say that we ain't tell you. Because when it comes to that time where you got to actually pay for it, you can't say nobody's ever told you that at all. You know what I'm saying? The excuse is gone as of tonight. Or whenever anybody just stumbles upon this video, being that we in the social media days, so this class is recorded. So after this class is out, it's still gonna be out there. You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ is it. You know what I'm saying? Like a teacher, like the teachers never left. Right? Okay, so now what I want you to get for me, if I could, let me get John chapter 15 and verse 12. Now we get the dietary laws, so we know how to follow the law. If you don't know if you have been following the law, well, now you know if you haven't. But now you know if you haven't, you know what to do now. But now there's another set of laws that you will have to follow as well. You get what I'm saying? When I say that, like, because yeah, law, statutes, and commandments. But if you can follow a commandment, then you clearly following the law. You know what I'm saying? Because a commandment is an order from the Most High. You get what I'm saying? That's just a direct order. Like I'm telling you to do this. You know what I'm saying? And then in return, you just naturally follow the law. Naturally, you following the commandment, you was able to like naturally follow the law. You wouldn't even know that you're following the law, but you're doing it. I would rather you give yourself that chance than know you actively just choosing not to do something. And then in return, now you ain't following this, that, and the third all together. You get what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You go ahead and write this verse down if you want, if you ain't already wrote it down. Because this verse right here will also tell you a lot. It'll teach you so much about, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a law class, right? Well, part of the law is you gotta be a brother to your brother. You gotta be a sister to your sister. You gotta be a brother to your sister, and you gotta be a sister to your brother. And that's also part of the law. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to do this as easy as choosing not to eat pork. You should be able to do this as easy as it is just going in on some beef bacon If you gonna eat a bacon burger, make sure it's beef bacon on that beef burger. You know what I'm saying? It should be just as easy as that. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
All right, so this is John chapter 15, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
This is my commandment.
This is my what?
This is my commandment.
Nah, this is their commandment.
This is my commandment.
Nah, this is your commandment.
This is my commandment.
Nah, this something I done pulled off the internet.
This is my commandment.
Nah, this ChatGPT. Nah, ChatGPT make this one up.
This is my
It
commandment.
said, this is my commandment, right? And when it says, this is my commandment, this is the Lord telling you, like, hey, this is my order. Because when you see the word commandment in the scriptures, it's an order given by the Most High, a set of instructions that you have to follow, right? And go ahead.
That ye love one another.
That ye what?
That ye love one another.
No, we hate one another.
That ye love one another.
I don't like the color he got on today.
That ye love one another.
Man, his shoes busted up. They ugly.
That ye love one another.
Man, I think I should just go slap him. Tell everybody this man ain't worth nothing.
That ye love one another.
It said that ye love one another.
As I have loved you.
As I have loved you. Now, how do you know that the Lord loved you? What did he do for all of us to show us that he loved us? How about he created us, right? Give me another thing they did.
Gave us laws, statutes, and commandments to live by.
Exactly. He did that. That's as far back as out, right? All right. What else did he do?
He also died for it. Well, no. Lord.
You know, Christ did that, right?
Still trying to separate. He chose our people. He chose us from all the other tribes to be his special people.
Exactly. He chose all of us to be above every nation. He chose us out of everybody he could have chose. He chose us. You know what I'm saying? That love right there. I'm like, yeah, these people, they should be my people. That's exactly what he did. You know what I'm saying? But another thing he did was he rescued us from Babylonian captivity, Greek captivity, Egyptian captivity. He's finna rescue us from American captivity. You get what I'm saying? So when he give you these commandments, and he like, follow this. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to love your brother, love your sister, the same way I loved you, to get you out of these hard situations that y'all somehow keep getting yourselves into by not following me. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody running out of chances. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be honest. I'm like, Christ sacrificed himself. From that point, like if he wouldn't sacrifice himself, guess who would have got up out of here? All of us. We wouldn't even be sitting right here in this class, right? We wouldn't be sitting right here in this very building. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be none of us. You know what I'm saying? But Christ decided to give his life for it, even though that was the hardest choice he could have made in his entire life. You know what I'm saying? So, in a sense, he also showed us he loved us through Christ. You get what I'm saying? There's so many ways that showed us he loved us. And all he asked that we go be a brother to our brother, be a sister to our sister, stop eating pork, stop eating shrimp, stop eating crab, stop eating lobster. You get what I'm saying? They say you should love what? Well, you done with your notes? If you ain't done with your notes, you can just let me know, like, hey, I need to get this down real quick. All right, go ahead. Most High in Christ. There you go. You know what I'm saying? These one right here, one of my favorite scriptures. I tell you, like, they be something serious. Really, I got like 5 favorite scriptures. You know what I'm saying? 1 John chapter 4, verse 20 being one of them. You know what I'm saying? 1 John chapter 4, verse 20 being one of them. You got, well, you ready? Well, it's like we gonna pick up back on that. All right, go ahead. Well, first of all, read it from the top for the people who didn't, hear it the first time.
So this is John chapter 15, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you.
That ye love one another as I have loved you. So, what would the example of love be? Because we all know that love is just more than just words. It's an action. So, if you was to show me some form of love, how would that look like?
Being kind to me.
Okay, is there a physical way of being kind?
Yeah. Watching your back.
Watching my back, that's a good one.
If you needed something, giving to you as how I would want given to myself.
So what would they look like? Hey, this my last 50. We can break it in half, right?
No, I will give it to you.
Exactly. There you go. I give it to you.
Yeah.
And then you would do the same in return, right?
Come.
Okay. So what's another form of like how would they look like? This kindness you speak of. What would that look like?
Let's say you need a shirt, a garment, or something, and then I give you one of mine because not a shabby shirt, one of the best that I have, or the best that I have, because I want you to have the best. Is how I would want to have the best for myself.
Right. Exactly.
Let's see. Everything else that I'm thinking of is just giving as how I would want given to be.
Exactly. It's just simple. Like treating others how you would want to be treated. But in this sense, the others ain't everybody. The others is people that look like you. You get what I'm saying? Your brothers and your sisters. You know what I'm saying? All 12 of those tribes on that chart back there. You get what I'm saying? Like that's who you are obligated to love, according to the Most High God. You get what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then let's just flip it. Let's like for the sisters, what would they look like in the world of sisters? Well, you don't want to be spreading rumors about another sister. You don't want to be knowing her what's going on in her house with her man. You don't want that just being in everybody else's house. That just diminishes that sister's being, her character. You get what I'm saying? That ain't what love is like. So how would you love that sister? You would love her by just if she tell you something, you have two options. Keep it between you and her. Or if it's something that you know this something you shouldn't know, you shouldn't know about, like, hey sis, I don't think you should be telling me that. Just give her, just help her preserve her self-respect, her dignity. That really is a form of love. A lot of sisters probably wouldn't think that, but they don't know that. And the reason they don't know that is because they're not here. They're where they need to be at for them to know that. You get what I'm saying? Being able to support a sister, you know what I'm saying? Because we got sisters out here that does this colorism thing. I think it's pretty odd. You know what I'm saying? You go on TikTok, you got light skinned sisters, like the brighter skinned sisters talking about, yeah, light skin is dark skin bad and all that. Dark skinned girls are ugly, and you got to flip flop too. You got dark sisters saying the same thing about this. So a light skinned sister, that's not love. So how would you show love? Like how would that sister show love? That darker sister or that lighter sister it's like it don't matter how bright somebody is or how dark they is. What would they do? They would, oh, you look beautiful today, sis. That would be love, right? You get what I'm saying? Like if a sister just falling short on something, she should be able to pick up. If a sister going through something like with another sister, you would, hey, why y'all don't just settle that? You know what I'm saying? Just actually try to see the difference, cause y'all clearly like both upset because like there's a misunderstanding between y'all two. That's you get what I'm saying? It could be something as simple as that. But instead we have shows like Baddies, Bad Girls Club. We have that like what's the whatever they be throwing on Zeus Network. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they throw on Zeus Network, basically. You get what I'm saying? That we instead we have that. We don't like there is no love in that. You get what I'm saying? But sisters look up to that. And and a lot of sisters believe like that they'll be able to only love somebody or show love to another sister if they have enough money to. It's like you using money as an excuse to be unsisterly. You get what I'm saying? Like you got sisters out here that want to kick it with other sisters, but those sisters gonna leave her behind because she ain't got enough money. When they can all just show love to each other and like, hey, let's just go somewhere where we can all be able to find a way to enjoy each other. We can all be able to cover each other up. You know what I'm saying? Be able to make sure we all good. That like that what love will look like. You know what I'm saying? It don't look like, you know what I'm saying? You gonna do something with your man? Leave that. It don't look like you see these two girls having disagreement. You start instigating. It don't look like, oh, she got this bag that I wanted and I wasn't able to get it. So I'm just gonna, yeah, girls get money and just think that all that, you know what I'm saying, boom, boom, or she just gonna steal the purse. You get what I'm saying? That ain't, you know what I'm saying? That's not what love is, but love will be the opposite of that. You get what I'm saying? All right, keep going.
Verse 13. Greater love hath no man than this.
Uh-oh. Look, this hey, the Lord is telling you, great love have no man other than this right here. This is so heavy right here. This let you know that the Most High God ain't soft. And before Christ, you know what I'm saying, passed away and when he came back, he was never soft. You get what I'm saying? This look, I'm telling you right now, the Bible is so cold. It would say some of the most gangsterish stuff. You know what I'm saying? We call it being gangster, but really it's just being a man of the Lord. And what is this greatest thing? What is this great thing right here?
That a man lay down his life.
That a man what?
Man lay down
That
his life.
it says that a man lay down his life. What that sound like right there? That sound pretty gangster to me, don't it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It says a man lay down his life. That a man lay down his life. You know what I'm saying? You should be willing, like, to love your brother so much that if a shooter comes, like, just shooting everything down, and you have the opportunity or the chance to save somebody, risk your life and pull them out the way. Either you're gonna get hit, you're gonna make it, or you might lose your life. But either way it go, you just showed that brother what real brotherhood is. Because he probably never experienced that brother in the first place if he's not here. You get what I'm saying? And it says to lay your life down. But who you supposed to lay your life down for? The white man or who?
That a man lay down his life for his friends.
For his friend. What would my friend look like?
Friends of you, sir.
Yeah, exactly. I would consider you my friend. You my brother, but I would also consider you my friend. Yeah.
Oh.
That's my brother back there. I would also consider him my friend. But I cannot consider my oppressor my friend. Why would I lay my life on the line down? Why would I lay my life down for them? Why would I put my life on the line for them? Why would I go fight for America? And it's been 400 years and our people still at the bottom. I'm like, clearly they don't see you as a friend. And just basic nigology, I shouldn't have to like anybody that don't like me. I don't care who you is. No matter how good you sweet talk, none of that. My friend is you. My friend is a so-called Mexican. My friend is a so-called Puerto Rican. My friend is so-called Haitian. My friend is so-called Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? My friend are these people in specific. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth down that list. But the second it done hit the limit of 12 tribes, and then 13, 14, and 15, because they don't even exist, but the second, like, it don't go past those 12 tribes, basically what I'm trying to say. You get what I'm saying? Those are my friends. These are my brothers, these are my sisters. These are the people I would lay my life down for. You should not be willing to lay your life down for an Asian. You should not be doing it. That's the wrong mindset to have. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's the wrong mindset to have. There's been plenty of cases where these Asian folks who done ran grocery stores over there on the west side of America, and they done unalive kids because they wanted to. And then they'll go back and tell this crazy lie like, oh, they were stealing. Oh, I ain't know what to do. Oh, my hand shook. Why is your hand shaking with a gun? Why do you have a gun towards a child? You get what I'm saying? There's a story about that too. Who is it by? Let me see that real quick. Let me look that up real quick. Nikki, go ahead and read that over.
Verse 13. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Verse 14, ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you. Keep on.
Yeah, stop right there, real quick. Yeah, that's the name of the sister who was unalive by an agent. Her name was Latasha Harlins. Latasha Harlins. You know what I'm saying? And it says she was unalive at the age of 15 in LA by a lady named Soon Jadu. Some random age in Korea. You get what I'm saying? Why would I befriend them and they done did that? As a matter of fact, why would I befriend anybody on the police force when the Rodney King situation is still like on footage out there? Why would I go and do that? You know what I'm saying? That would make me seem pretty crazy, won't it? It'll make it seem like I need to take this jacket off and burn it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we ain't having that. You know what I'm saying? Instead, I'm gonna wear this proudly, and I'm gonna be always willing to lay my life down for the brothers in this class, those people there online that's tuned in, the people who was unable to just stay in the class because they have slavery. I understand life works. We in slavery. I would lay my life down for them, though. I would not lay my life down for whoever that Korean woman is. I would not lay my life down for Trump supporters. I would not lay my life down for a thorough Diz, being that he's an African. I'm not laying my life down for a Nigerian. I'm not doing it. They wouldn't do the same for us. If they had the means to do that, they would have been did it. Africa itself got a lot of resources, firepower, a strong military. If they got a well disciplined military on top of that, they even have pirates. You mean to tell me you have all this stuff, and then we learning that we supposed to be African, which we know we're not, but we learning that we supposed to be African, and then we like, dang, they gonna come back for us. They gonna come back for us. Years done flew by later. You done got you a house. You done so-called got established, and then turn around. You know, we're not even the same people, and that's why they never came over. You get what I'm saying? If we were African, us being in America's captivity would have been considered a war crime. Think about that. So of course they're not your friends either. Why would you lay your life down for them? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, keep reading.
Verse 15. Henceforth, I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth.
All right.
But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you.
Exactly. You
Verse
get what I'm
16.
saying? Now you can stop right there. Now I want you to give me, you know what I'm saying, in Matthew chapter 18 and verse 21. And then once you get there, go ahead and write this scripture down too. But then you see that scripture heavy, you know what I'm saying? But Christians will have you thinking like you shouldn't be willing to defend yourself or lay your life down for your brother. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know you heard that Dylan Roof situation, right? Think about that. And them same people that was unalive by him, if somebody else was a shooter and he was in the vicinity, I'm pretty sure they would lay their life down for him, not even knowing that he already had the intent to go and do what he just did to them. You know what I'm saying? That's why that scripture heavy. You should only really lay your life down for your friends, your actual friends, which would be your own people. Can't befriend nobody that's outside of your own nation. It's not possible. It's been proven time after time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so it was verse chapter 18 and verse 21.
Uh-huh.
All right, so this is Matthew chapter 18, verse 21. Then came Peter to him
Mm-hmm.
and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me?
How often? Like how much consistency is it gonna be with this brother just sinning against me? he making these odd remarks towards me, yeah, like calling me this, that, and the third, talking about how he gonna do this and that to me, and talking about like, yeah, when I say I'm gonna beat him up, how many times is this brother gonna keep looking at my woman in the way he shouldn't be looking at my woman? Keep going.
And I forgive him.
And how many? Huh?
Till 7 times? Verse 22.
No, hold on. It says how obviously I would forgive him, right? Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now. It ain't no actual limit to forgiving your brother. I'm gonna I'm gonna let you know that right now. But this is where a lot of people fall short. And this scripture is telling you you should be able to forgive your brother that he did it, but never be so crazy as a belief that the brother is changed off of that forgiveness. And then you just keep letting him do it, hoping that the brother gonna change. If he was able to do that to you one time, forgive, but never forget. Keep your distance. Don't even get that brother a chance to do it again. You know what I'm saying? And what the scripture say again? Go ahead and read from the top.
Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him?
Right?
Till 7 times?
Well, does it not say 70 times 7? Or am I reading ahead? All right, keep going.
Verse 22.
Hey, you see how I tried? No, I look. I knew I was reading ahead, but I only did that to see, like, cause I remember you had that situation where you were like Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know if I mix you up a little bit, you bound to slip up somewhere. You gotta always be in the mindset, stay sharp, brother. You know what I'm saying? You did right. Yeah, you reading ahead of me. I'm not right there. That's the part you did right. But the part you did wrong was getting Christ's name. You get what I'm saying? Exactly. Now go ahead.
Yahushua saith unto him,
Go ahead.
I say not unto thee,
Right?
until 7 times, but until 70 times 7.
Exactly, right? You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean when not reading ahead on purpose. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now the reason why it's important that you even know these two verses and stuff like that, and of course we gotta get you to the mindset of saying your house shot. So of course, you know what I'm saying? So don't ever let, like, even when you mess up, just know one thing. That's your house shot, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I always remember that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do have a crazy way of teaching. There's method to the madness. Trust me. There's method to the madness. Now, when it says 70 times 7 and all that, it does not mean you literally only give your brother 490 times, you know what I'm saying, to be able to just forget his brother. You should be able to forget that brother from the jump and just leave and let go. You get what I'm saying? Leave and let go. Just leave it where it's at. You know what I'm saying? But you should always be willing to forgive your brother. If a brother step on my shoes in the club, I will forgive him. Now that I'm in here. I'm like, but in the world, we all got a mindset, if a brother step on my fresh pair of all white ones, it's gotta go down. These just came out the box. But the only reason we don't like really think to forgive ourselves is because we don't know that the Bible tells us to forgive one another. The same way the Bible tells us to be willing to lay your life down for that same friend that looks like you. You know what I'm saying? But that's why we fall short at. That's why this class type, do you follow the law? Do you really follow the law if you willing to unalive a brother over some shoes that you could just go back and scrub? You can scrub clean. Like, even if they got a scuff, a black scuff, bleach will do the job, will it not? You get what I'm saying? How can we say we follow the law if we doing something as stupid as unaliving a brother over some shoes? How can we say that we follow the law if I have to get into a full-on debate as to why you shouldn't eat pork when Christ himself didn't eat pork and Christ got unalived and came back and still taught the exact same thing, as in don't eat pork. How can you say you follow the law when this is going on? How can you say you follow the law if we all going to camp or we all go to a clothing and food drive? How can you say you follow the law if you're not willing to lay your life down for those same brothers that's willing to lay their life down for you? You know what I'm saying? You can't. That would mean the only people following the laws are the people that's actually willing to do these things. The same people who get called a coat every day. Us. We get called a coat because we follow the Bible. But the only reason we consider the code is because it's something that's not normal. Like all the code is just people going based off of a belief that's different from the majority. That's all the code is. So by definition, we are a code because we follow the Bible. Every single law, statute, commandment in the Bible. Everybody else don't, and that makes us look different. And then they automatically marks us as a code. You know what I'm saying? So, in other words, if you're not following this code, you clearly ain't following the law. You know what I'm saying? You're clearly not following the law. You know what I'm saying? Is there any more on that?
Okay, go to 23.
Nah, I don't want to deviate too much. If I go 23, then I'm gonna have to change the class halfway through. But then the class is do you follow the law? So I'm not gonna change the class up, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Now, this is how you also know that you're following the law, right? If, as a matter of fact, turn to 1 John chapter 4, verse 20. My favorite one, as a matter of fact. I was gonna do another one, but nah, I want this is the reason why this is my favorite scripture. I ain't gonna lie. Because the Most High God said, "Oh, this how you know this is the nigga God. This how you know that if God was literally right here down here in the flesh, he would be one of us." You know what I'm saying? This very verse. You get what I'm saying? Because this sounds like something that we actually say ourselves. We say it all the time, as a matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? When you get that, just write the verse down in your notes. That way you can remember this. I'm telling you. I remember when I first wrote it down. It's still sitting on the same notebook at the top of my closet at the crib. And I made sure I remind myself to eat like what's in that book every day, you know what I'm saying? What's in that notebook. You know what I'm saying? It's that serious. It's just something that just sears into your brain. And you really just understand how deep the scripture is, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and read that.
All right, so this is 1 John chapter 4 and verse 20.
Mm-hmm. And hold on, let me start right there. Like the algorithm. You get what I'm saying? Why everybody, you know what I'm saying, was celebrating 420. I'm living life off the scripture, 1 John chapter 4 and verse 20. While y'all getting high, you know what I'm saying? While y'all getting high, and y'all just want to just do some 420 activity. Yeah, I'm over here not high at all, reading my favorite verse every other day, which is 1 John chapter 4 and verse 20. You get what I'm saying? That is something serious. And I know that's corny, but I don't care. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead and read that.
1 John chapter 4, verse 20.
Go ahead.
If a man say, I love God,
If a man say, I love God, man, I'm talking about, man, I love God so much, man. He done did all this stuff for me and so on and so forth and X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, I love God, man. I wake up every morning and tell God I love him. Like, yeah, thank God for a new day. He says, if a man say I say these things, go ahead.
and hateth his brother.
Yeah, I love God and all that. I wake up and say I love God every day. Get out the door. Man, they go this lame ass nigga right here, man. I'm tired of this guy right here. Oh man, he got too much money, man. I couldn't take that from him.
He is a liar.
He is a what?
He is a liar.
Nah, he telling the truth.
He is a liar.
I'm talking about this man like really means he love God.
He is a liar.
Oh man, I'm talking about God do so much for me, man.
He is a liar.
I'm talking about I throw this 3-piece suit on. I'm finna go lie with God's people right now.
He is a liar.
He's a liar.
For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen.
Right? He don't even love the brother who he see every day. You got Christian pastors that see y'all every Sunday. And this man right here taking all y'all money. But as soon as y'all can't pay y'all rent, guess who ain't finna pay the rent? Your pastor. You got it, and then look, you got a brother that's finna rob somebody tonight. Who really probably ain't got it like that. But he ain't got it like that. But instead of asking that brother, he's finna take it. You know what I'm saying? But he sees his brother. You know what I'm saying? He sees him. He sees the same brother every day, every other day. He been plotting on him for the longest. He been in his face, smiling and everything. You know what I'm saying? He like, you know what I'm saying? You got YNs. I ain't gonna say it like that. That's very demeaning. But you got younger brothers out here in the streets, and they'll do something. This was so crazy. They'll do something so crazy. They'll be like, "Yeah, I love God." They go to church on Sundays too. You know what I'm saying? And this how you know, like, the Christian church is part of the problem. These young brothers are so crazy. They friend will come with a gun that he ain't even supposed to have. They ask the brother, "Let me take a picture with it," and will never get the brother his gun back. Like they would tell, he would sit right there and tell you that this is mine now, and that's his father's gun that he wasn't supposed to have at the house, and that's the only means of protection. Now, if somebody breaks into their crib, you know what I'm saying, they can't do it because why? One, you did something you weren't supposed to do. You dishonored your father, and two, a brother just was being unbrotherly to you, and I bet both of y'all go to the same church. You get what I'm saying? And they both claim they love God. Their parents claim they love God, and their parents probably done did this to each other before because it's never in the cycle already as it is. And they see each other every single day, right? Keep reading.
How can he love God, whom he hath not seen?
How can you love God who you ain't even see? And this is already how you treat the people you see every day. Ask me that. How can you love God who you can't physically see? But I could, like, the same way I can physically see you, same way you could physically see me. How can you say you love God and then I turn around and I take the jacket off your back in a winter storm? How can you say you love God if you going and putting sugar in your man's gas tank because y'all had a disagreement? How can you say you love God if you in the gang right now and you actively hunt down somebody that looks exactly like you, because they under a different flag, a different banner, a different hood, a different street name? How can you say you love God? Why do y'all claim y'all love God when y'all got them when they got the crosses on? They got little, you know what I'm saying, little so-called Jesus Christ. They what they call it, Jesus Christ, little cross. You know what I'm saying? Y'all claim the cross signify you love God. Well, how can you love God if you just literally unalive the brother that look exactly like you while wearing that cross? You know what I'm saying? You a liar. You can't love God. It's not possible. If you have a woman and I'm really like and I'm gonna dress her with my ass in your face, or even whether you're looking or not, how can I say I love God and I'm really doing this right here? That's so unbrotherly to you. You get what I'm saying? How can a sister, like, let us flip it. Like, how can a sister say she love God and she willing to break her whole household up over some stuff she just don't agree with, even being that it's the truth? How can she say she love God if she could align herself with people who hate the truth? How can, like, you know what I'm saying? When I say that, like, and it's brothers that do this a lot. I'm telling a whole lot. I done seen it, and it was crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's brothers like they be watching the classes online, but you got sisters that do that. They watch it, right? And then they know it's people like, man, bunk all that, such. Oh yeah, them people crazy. Oh, such. And then you go and start just being around them more than you be around us. And why are you doing that? Because deep down inside, you actually agree with what they're saying. You agree that it's okay to eat pork sometimes. You agree that it's okay to celebrate a birthday here and there. You agree that it's okay to be dressing hottie. You agree that it's okay to be a brother out here wearing gray sweatpants because you know that another man's woman, woman is going to be at your gym that day at this exact time. You think it's okay? You shouldn't do that. If you love God, you will separate from that entirely. And in return, they will watch you and they will follow you. You get what I'm saying? And I'm speaking from experience. My physical brother, he's in here with me. My father, he's in here with me. I just had a daughter. Of course, she's finna learn how to follow laws, statutes, and commandments from birth. You get what I'm saying? So I'm living proof that it's possible. There's plenty of brothers and sisters in here that got their families in here, and what did their families just watching them? They watching them. They seem like they really believe in this, and it's working for them. Maybe I should try it. Then it started working for them. Then other family members start watching them. Friends, family members start watching them. Then they try it. Then it works for them. I'm like, if it didn't work, the school wouldn't have gotten as far as it did. Because the school been since 1969, and you see where it was. And you see where it's at now. You get what I'm saying? And all that comes from being able to love your brother and sister who you physically can see, to show that the guy who you cannot see, that you love him. Right? Keep reading.
Verse 21.
Yeah, go ahead.
And this commandment have we from him,
This order have we from him.
that he who loveth God love his brother also.
If you love God, you will love your brother the same way you will love yourself. You will not put yourself in a situation to be ridiculed. You will not put yourself in a situation to be starving. You will not put yourself in a situation where you cannot eat, or cannot dress, cannot do any of this. You get what I'm saying? And if you end up in that situation, you should be able to lean on brothers that will help you with that situation and get you out of that situation. That's how you show you love God. If you're able to do that. But you got a lot of people out here that'll make fun of homeless people. I done seen the video on the YouTube, on the Instagram. These oppressors, who is a so-called white man and woman. It was a lady. She like, man, the homeless people here. She said they just so comfortable. They just go in the same stores as us. They do this and that and the third. Like, what? You mean to tell me because somebody homeless, he don't deserve to be in the same store as you? But you got people that does it. And then if people in the world, they agree with worldly ideology instead of what we believe in truth, then they think the same way that same white woman was saying. They have the means to dehumanize a homeless brother or sister. You get what I'm saying? They have the means to dehumanize a child because they sitting over here while the other children being bad. And this children sitting over here. They had the means to just, there's something wrong with that child. That child weird. They had the means to do that. That's why it's very important that you don't become a John 8:44. You get what I'm saying? And you already heard that scripture, right? Well, then turn to it. I'm saying, because this right here is serious, you know what I'm saying? Because part of following the law is you should be able to show brotherhood and sisterhood the same way you're able to eat. And when you're able to eat, you should be able to eat as lawful as possible. You get what I'm saying? And it's nowhere close to being impossible. Because the scriptures say that the Lord's laws is not grievous. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, his commandments aren't grievous, but you know what I'm saying, everything that applies to the commandments is clearly it applies to the laws. You get what I'm saying? It's not hard. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard to show it to the Passover. I drove 12 hours down there and back. There's no excuse.
This is John chapter 8 and verse 44.
Go ahead.
Ye are of your father, the devil.
The who?
The devil.
The devil. You know what I'm saying? The second you go against everything that you have learned in this class up to thus far, you become nothing more than the devil. If you're not able to really follow everything that you learn in this class, as far as like just something simple as eating and just simply showing brotherhood and sisterhood to your brothers and sisters, then I literally will look at you the same way I would look at a devil. Now, when I say a devil, it does not mean like some freaky dressed red person with pointy ears, horns, and a tail that's shaped pretty paws like. You get what I'm saying? It's simple. It's just plain and simple. It's a deceiver, a liar. You get what I'm saying? It's just nothing more than just somebody who just never truthful. You get what I'm saying? That's it. So, and then we already know what nation people is considered to be a devil, according to the Bible. You get what I'm saying? And when you look at them, they unbrotherly. They very unsisterly to each other. You get what I'm saying? Think about it. Politics. They all pull shady deals over each other. They all do all the X, Y, and Z over each other. They all throw each other under the bus. You get what I'm saying? The CIA situation. I mean, shoot. I mean, like you see how America butted heads with Russia. I mean, like they all white. I mean, so-called Caucasian. I mean, it's like it. You get what I'm saying? But they wouldn't blow each other up. You get what I'm saying? And the second our people start acting like them and becoming John 8 and 44, you get gangs. You get Bloods and Crips. Bumping heads all day. You get what I'm saying? You get GDs, BDs, vice lords, and nations all bumping heads, killing each other all day, willing to blow each other up. You know what I'm saying? So you get there. And once you do, and once they start doing that, they start showing the Lord that they hate the Lord. Because if you don't love something, you gotta hate it. You get what I'm saying? There's no in between. You either love it or you hate it. You get what I'm saying? So if you love the Lord, you'll treat your brother like your brother. You'll treat your sister like your sister. You'll be a brother to that sister, a sister to that brother. You'll be a good husband to that sister. You'll be a good wife to that man. Whether he just decided to stay with one wife or multiple.
For that.
Go ahead.
The Lord has no space for lukewarm. Just saying that.
I see you remember that. Once I had Christ. yeah. Once I hey, get yourself a hand, man. I like that. I like how you remember that. You retain it. A lot of people don't even remember that right there. You know what I'm saying? Not just a sidebar. When I first heard that, I got scared in the mud. So I be making sure that I ain't rocking in between around here. You know what I'm saying? If I fall short, I pick myself back up. And when I say fall short, I might like just call myself like just having a bad day and not talk to nobody. So I have to check myself like, oh yeah, man, maybe I should talk to this. Maybe I should just start a random conversation about something. You know what I'm saying? It could be something simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Like just it could be the smallest thing you want to fix. Check yourself out. You know what I'm saying? That's another way of being a brother to your brother or so on and forth. Same thing with the sister. You know what I'm saying? How which way to go. You would want to make sure you check yourself on the smallest things that you know that you wouldn't like being done to you. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be in between. Like perfect. I'm glad you brought that out. You know what I'm saying? Just don't do that. Keep reading. It said, ye are of your father the devil.
And the lusts of your father ye will do.
And the lust of your father you will do. Now, I'm like, it's clear today, white people have a pork problem. But it's not unlawful for them to eat them. It's unlawful for us to eat them. But if you want to go against your brother and your sisters, and you capable of going against the truth in any form, shape, or manner, you are liable to put some pork in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the so-called Caucasian man is a natural homosexual. I'm like, Brokeback Mountain. Brokeback Mountain. You get what I'm saying? And that's a real thing that they be doing. You get what I'm saying? Like, and me personally, I never watched it, but I heard people talk about it, and I'm like, yeah, that's something I never watched. But now I just associate the so-called Caucasian man with that. You get what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. So if you have the means to be a brother to your brother, they let me know you will go up another man's back way at some point in time, but let another man go up your back way. You know what I'm saying? Because it's either this or that. You get what I'm saying? It's either this or that. It's either you love the Most High or you don't. You get what I'm saying? If you don't love the Most High, you will be a John 8:44, and you be your father's devil, and the lust of your father you would do, and you would go up another man's back way if you're willing to punch a brother up, beat him up over stepping on your shoe, or being that he's in the rival game. You get what I'm saying? Keep going.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
He was a what?
He was a murderer from the beginning.
He was a murderer from the beginning. Like
Yeah.
it's like literally a murder from the beginning, all the way from back the time the second they even made step foot on earth. You get what I'm saying? They've already had the means to start unliving everything off. You know what I'm saying? Even as even when a baby a hit baby is born, they already got the means to want to unalive the doctor that's holding them, pulling them out of the you just see that murderous intent in their little baby eyes, and they can't even control their head or limbs. You get what I'm saying? But I would hate to have to look at my people like that. But if you're not following these laws, statutes, commandments, if you're not showing a brother or sister, I can't do nothing but look at you like that. And what else? What other traits they will have? Keep going.
And abode not in the truth.
Abode not in the what?
In the truth.
In the lie.
In the truth.
In the dishonesty.
In the
It
truth.
says, and they abode not in the truth.
Because there is no truth in him.
That because there's no truth in them. You see, that's the reason why a lot of people just could hear this and still not follow it, because they don't have any form of truth in them. They're too far gone. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to sin so much to the point, or ignore the law so much to the point, or listen to your pastor so much to the point, or be such a scumbag when I say scumbag, the only time I say scumbag is like just simple, just being unbrotherly or unsisterly to your brothers and sisters. You'll be a scumbag so much to the point that there is absolutely no truth in you at all, none whatsoever. Now you become a perpetual liar. Now you become a perpetual luster, a perpetual murderer, a perpetual everything. You know what I'm saying? That is not of the Most High. The second you're not following the laws. If I see you eat a pork hot dog, in my head, I'm thinking, oh, this person probably be blowing rod behind the scenes. That's what I'm thinking about that man that does it. I'm literally gonna think about it. I'm like, dang, this man just really just did that to that pork dog. You get what I'm saying? That's literally the mindset I'm gonna have. I'm so serious, and that's the mindset you should have. You should look at these people like it's something out with it. You get what I'm saying? Because if God says something wrong with it, what else would you do that God had a problem with? And not only like this class is actually shorter than I wanted to be. Because if I was to actually go like just do full blown, I would have most definitely went in on the sex law, where it tell you not to lay down with a man as you would with a woman can. And that's also in Leviticus. I really should start there. That way y'all can see how serious it is. Like if you eat unlawful, you will sleep with somebody in an unlawful way. You get what I'm saying? It's no different. If you could do this sin, you would do this sin, that sin, and the third. You would do all of it. You get what I'm saying? That's why it's important that you know how to be able to show brother and sister just as easy as it is to discern what you can and can't according to the Most High God. Because showing brother and sisterhood should be as easy as eating. You nourish yourself every day. You know what I'm saying? You're able to get food every day. You should be able to show brotherhood and sisterhood every day. Exactly. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, with that, we had an ISUPK start at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding Jenny Ahana. We are, like I said, we are the ISUPK, not no ASUPK, like in the A stand for affiliated. We're not affiliated with anybody. You get what I'm saying? No, we are the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, and I said that twice. That way you could hear it, and it may sound nice, but that's something you should hear. If you ain't heard the first time, you're gonna hear it the second time. That's the thing about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like so serious right now. We could never be affiliated with anybody that is John 8 and 44. Like a fake Israelite would be a John 8 and 44. A Christian would be a John 8 and 44. A Pan Africanism will be a John 8 and 44. You know what I'm saying? The Kemet worship will be a John 8 and 44. All of these people literally follow after the white man. They're oppressed. Don't be that. Because we're not there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just ending on that. You know what I'm saying?